outside? Should I run and hide? How do I take my company worldwide? Do you love the law? Did you watch Hee-Haw? What's the weirdest thing that you ever saw? What's it like in court? Favorite sport? Can you help with my book report? Is my hair too long? Am I right or wrong? And do you mind if I sing along to anything? Ask Alan anything in the world.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Ask Alan, the podcast. My name is Alan Crone. I'm the CEO of the Crone Law Firm, and I have a very exciting guest to talk with us today. Her name is Shawna Herring, and Shawna is, among other things, Shawna is the city leader for Cummins Care, which is the community outreach and support organization of Cummins Inc., which is Shawna, why don't you tell us? I don't want to mix anything up. Tell us a little bit about Cummins Inc. and what you do and what it does, and then how Cummins Care came about.
Okay. Cummins Engine Company was actually founded in 1919 in Columbus, Indiana. So we're not based out of Memphis, but we have a huge presence here. In a little over 100 years, we've grown into a global power leader. Our products, as we started out in diesel, we've now moved to electrification, into many different areas: natural gas, hybrid powertrains, filtration, aftermarket systems, you name it, we are quickly expanding. Here in Memphis, we have 3 sites. We have the distribution center, which is where I spend most of my day. It sends parts out globally. Then we have a reverse core logistics center, which is a vital part of our recon work. And then we have our Cessna location, which is our service providers and technicians that you see out driving around the city, repairing and providing parts to people. So that's a little bit about Cummins as a whole. Cummins Care was actually established about 2 years ago after the unfortunate death of George Floyd. And it became a part of our CEO just wanting to make a difference in how do we do something against systemic racism. And so we took a hard and fast look, well, I won't say fast, but a hard look on what focus areas needed to be done. And we came up with 4 focus areas. And those are criminal justice, police reform, social justice, and economic empowerment. So those are the 4 focus areas for care. And Memphis has been chosen as a care city, and it is primarily focused on having impact in each of those 4 areas.
Very good. How many cities is Cummins operating the Cummins Care in?
I believe we're up to 11 cities.
Wow.
We try to go any place where we have a huge, or a large, I won't say huge, a large employee presence. Here in Memphis, we have about 200 employees.
Okay. Well, I applaud you for doing that. A lot of companies, frankly, that summer talked a game, but they really didn't do anything. And it's great to see y'all doing something in it, outreach into the community that way. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing in Memphis.
Sure. The areas that we have, well, our first focus came during COVID, obviously, and we partnered with River City Capital, which is a local CDFI, and we issued over $1 million in grants to local Black-owned businesses that just needed help during COVID. So that was a huge relief for those, just to, help them meet payroll when the city was shutting down. Other areas that we have done since then, one of the main things is the focus on economic empowerment, which is where LITE falls in. What we found in doing the research here in Memphis is that African Americans, they're 60% of the Memphis population, and they own 60% of our businesses. But unfortunately, they're only getting about 1% of gross sales citywide. So that was clearly something that we chose to focus on just to help build that generational wealth gap. So we partnered with businesses such as Epicenter and Art Up and helped them provide business incubator programs that is kind of what LITE falls under. But LITE takes high schoolers and they help them do a 16-week program. And by the end of that program, they know how to market and budget and communicate and network their business. And then plus, even with LITE, then they have a storefront or a website to promote their products on. So it's truly a fabulous program. The other areas that Cummins focus on in Memphis, we have worked underneath our juvenile justice, which is under our criminal justice focus area. We partnered with JIF, which is Juvenile Intervention and Faith-Based Follow-Up. Sorry, that's a mouthful. We just call him JIF for short.
It's a great program. It's a great program.
It is. We help them support their Live Life Together mentoring program during COVID. And as you know, that program has a great track record in reducing recidivism. And then we're also focused on workforce development. We've given a grant to Goodwill Excel Center, which I don't know if you're familiar with them. But, you know, they help adults get their high school diploma and not just a GED. Then they also have workplace certifications that comes along with that diploma, which helps them increase their earning potential as they enter the workforce. And then another huge impact that we feel has helped the workforce development is even before CARE was established, we had opened one of the first U.S. what we call a tech site. It's Technical Education and Communities at East High School. So we have a diesel program there. Earlier this year, we extended that program to TCAT so that now we're working to create a dual credit program between East and TCAT to help those students.
That's great.
There's a lot of work.
The TCAT program is probably one of the best kept secrets that shouldn't be a secret out there. And it's great that you're helping them. Well, that all sounds great. Last week we had folks from LITE Memphis on to talk about their program. So if you are watching this and you haven't seen that, you may want to double back and get a lot more information on LITE. They're doing great work. They're building citizens and they're building our business owners of the future, which is very, very important. How did it come about that your organization and LITE got together?
Actually, it was a Google search that went extremely well for us. One of my counterparts sitting in Columbus, Indiana, was looking for something to partner with the education work stream and found them. They're like, hey, Shawna, I think this looks great. I'm going to explore it a little more and then I'll get you plugged in. And by, a year later, we're giving them a, 3-year grant of $150K a year, which to help to support their project. So it just fit in with what we were trying to do with CARE on breaking that generational wealth gap.
That's great. And that's what great serendipity, to be Googling and come up with a program like that. Just goes to show you how important SEO is, right?
Absolutely. I wish all searches ended that well.
Right. So are there any particular of LITE's programs that y'all are invested in or interested in?
Well, we love them all. I was fortunate enough to be a judge at their last pitch competition in May. So that was a lot of fun hearing the students seeing their passion. One of the projects they're getting ready to kick off is an after school program, I believe, in the Hickory Hill area, which is where our MDC location is. So we look forward to that and being able to send employee volunteers and to act as mentors there. So
yeah, I was going to ask about that. I hope that there can be some personal interaction, because all too often, we those of us who are fortunate and have some money, we stroke a check and, we think we've done our part. But what's really important is that personal connection.
Absolutely.
And so tell me a little bit about that mentorship program.
Well, hopefully LITE has already shared a bunch of that with you. The only thing I can say on the Cummins side is that it's truly in Cummins DNA. We give all our employees 4 hours to work throughout the year. Many of them do many more than 4, but we actually want our employees involved in the community. So if they have skill sets that helps them mentor either in the budgeting for a business or marketing, things like that, we will certainly set them up with the students of LITE.
About a year ago, we did, maybe a year and a half ago, we did one. They used to be, before the pandemic, they were actually located in our building. And after the pandemic, during the pandemic, they relocated kind of for obvious reasons. But it's a great organization. We're putting their website up. We're putting your website up so that people can see it. And I would encourage you to, if you're watching, it's a great way to make a difference in a young person's life, either by donating, if that's all you can do, or getting involved in the mentorship program or any of their other programs as a volunteer. You can make a huge difference. It's amazing the ripple effect you can have just by lifting one person up.
Absolutely. And I'll say the other way to get involved is by supporting these kids. The LITE Memphis website has their shop, and they have great products. So definitely, take a look at that. It's great Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, things like that.
Sure. Well, Shawna, thank you very much. I think we're just about out of time, but we look forward to Cummins Care's active involvement in our community in the future. Come, let us know the next time you announce a new program. We'd love to amplify it here. And I don't know the next time I can be a Cummins customer. I don't have a diesel engine or anything like that, but it's a great company. And anytime I think motors, I think Cummins. And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time on the show. If you have any suggestions for guests, please email me or give me a call at the numbers and email address on your screen. If you enjoyed this program, and why wouldn't you enjoy it? It's great content. Please email it or share it on social media or email it to folks that you know that may benefit from it. So on behalf of Shawna Herring, she's going to go out and make Memphis a better place, and I'm going to go out and get some justice. Thank you all very much.